School districts have important work to do, educating students and keeping them safe, but they also have to treat all of their students equally. As Matt Grubbs explains, that can be harder than it seems.
Equity and engagement, educational buzzwords that sound solid but can ring hollow without any effort behind them. At Albuquerque Public Schools, a gargantuan 87,000 student district that dwarfs school systems in places like Denver or Baltimore or Seattle, finding ways to ask the community what it wants from the district and how to do it fairly has always been a challenge.
It was one of my goals when I started, and it was a board goal too.
Last December, APS hatched a plan under interim superintendent Brad Winter.
A real deep commitment to having that equity lens over everything.
The district opened the Office of Equity and Engagement.
Everybody knew what their jobs were, and everybody knew where to go to.
We were looking at issues through this lens of equity and engagement. And figuring out what we needed to do better.
The district held a tribal summit for Native students. It met with the LGBT community. When APS reached out,
this department really made some headway, and it was very important.
People started reaching back.
And the community was very, I think, taken by that and pleased by that.
But during Luis Valentino's short stay, he closed the office and scattered the staff.
There's a lot more that needs to be done, that needed to be done, and unfortunately, it all sort of went away.
Some people at APS insist the Office of Equity and Engagement still exists, just as a broader effort scattered among different departments. But look at the district's original plan for it. All these jobs are no longer in the works. Look closer and you'll see those were the proactive positions, preventing the problems. What's left, according to the district's plan, is reactive, solving those problems once they've happened.
Go ahead, board member K7.
Board members, the former interim superintendent, and many in the community don't want to let the progress slide backwards. Wednesday night, board members talked to the staffers still left about how to move forward.
You heard tonight that there's a real commitment to continuing the work.
Wednesday night's meeting seemed to calm a lot of nerves within the district. The question now is what message the district sends to the people outside who are watching, the parents and community members, and the federal agencies that are so closely watching what the district does. As News 13 reported last week, the Justice Department wants to make sure APS isn't treating disabled students unfairly. Some in the district felt the mere existence of the office spoke volumes.
There were a number of things that we had to do different, and creating this office was making a statement.
Ultimately, the latest interim superintendent will decide what she thinks will work best for the district and for a board.
It's on a front burner. It's not going to be pushed to the back.
That felt like it finally had something cooking. Matt Grubbs, KRQE News 13.
And you can read